Hello everyone, welcome to Cursed on Late Night Gaming. I just wanted to get this recorded just so it's documented, I guess. I popped over to the White Cliffs there. Now, just to back up a bit, last night a Pelagornis, because they're all over this place, a Pelagornis flew into this area here and got kind of stuck. And I needed a flyer, so I just took the opportunity to tame it. So we have a Pelagornis because it was a 174, and I'm like, okay, they're terribly slow. Not the greatest choice for a flyer, but I needed something other than going over to our other clusters and just taking a flyer from there and bring it over, because that's kind of cheaty. And what would you bring? You'd bring your like snow owl or something, which is heals everything, and I just didn't want to bring any creatures over just yet. So kind of starting from scratch. We haven't established a real base yet. This is just kind of a, I'd call it an outpost, just until we figure out where we want to build. So this is where we're at, and I took this setup. So I had the Pelagornis on top, and then I drove the boat raft over to the White Cliff area, and then scouted around with the Pelagornis, and I saw finally that trench I had not seen before with the Deinosuchus in it running around, and their nests and everything. And the eggs glow red, so you see where they are. And I was just like, okay. And watching, and a T-Rex was going in the trench, and they all ran for the T-Rex, and they were like jumping on the T-Rex and attacking it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go down and grab some eggs. So while they were attacking the T-Rex, I grabbed 2 eggs. But they were both 66. I'm like, 66, that sucks, I don't want 66. So then I went up to this other area, and there's like a plateau that has, it's kind of like, they cleverly, it's on a plateau, but they cleverly kind of had rocks walling around the outside of it, so that you couldn't just lure them off the edge and then raid the nests, because that was totally my plan. That's, hey, how's it going? So my plan was totally to like pull the Deinosuchus off the edge and then raid the nest, but they cleverly put the rocks up so you can't do that. But I found a little path, and I kind of kited them down the path, and then went in and raided the nests, and I got. So here's the 66 I found, big deal. Then the other 66, big deal. But then I found this one with a 174. Now I am not in any way prepared to hatch it, but because I don't really. What am I going to be doing today? I was planning on trying to hatch that Deinosuchus egg. That was the plan. Because I picked up a drop, and I got a Deinosuchus apprentice saddle. So I thought, maybe I can get this to work. So I tried just putting it down next to a campfire. That's not hot enough, I guess. So I don't have any electricity here yet. This isn't where our base is going to be. This is just like stuff. Just an outpost. So I think if I try to hatch it like I do the wyverns, where I just do a ton of these, maybe just 10. If I can, yeah. That should be enough. Yeah, they're rideable. Now there was all that rumor about them not being rideable. They're going to be too small. But then they did like a live kind of an overview of Valguero, and they were riding it. So, but they're kind of like a rock drake. They seem to like sort of glide. I don't know. It looked a little awkward. And then I've seen a few YouTubers on them too, and they say they're kind of weird to get used to, but that's all right. So I'm gonna hatch all of them because they have pack bonus, And even though these are just crappy 66, hopefully they'll be useful with the 174. Yeah, you can't really glide. Yeah. So... I'll just do 4 for right now and see if that's enough. Because it's such a pain to go in and change the settings. On update, okay. This is how I do wyverns, and it works out, so I would assume it would be the same for these guys. Didn't I just... It shut off. No, didn't get it, I guess. Okay. What do I breed? Well, recently I've been doing, over on a Ragnarok server, I've been breeding baryonyx, but I'm trying to get some Techrex bred up enough to kill a boss. But we'll see. Let me drop these down. And I haven't been breeding anything over here. I literally just came to this map a couple, like earlier this week. Okay, let's see here. Let's just toss it out. Is that too warm? Warm enough? What is it? Too cold still. Okay. Sheesh. Picky. Still too cold. Volanosaurs, yeah, they're really cool. They kind of nerfed them a little bit, but I think you can breed the nerf out of them, kind of. Update. What about now? Too cold. I hope it's not something ridiculous, like you can only hatch them in the Volanosaur's original nest. Something like that, that would suck. Or Volanosaur, Deinosuchus, sorry. Okay. Still too cold. It takes 13 to hatch a wyvern egg. 12, actually, 12. Still says too cold. Holy crap. Yeah, there must be something to this that is unique for this dino. Let's see. I'll make a few more just for kicks. That's 3. the other loop, actually. Okay, still too cold. Come on. I can't even stand next to it. What is that? I have to like throw it in lava? Or... Yeah. There. Holy crap. That's like a wyvern. Now we have increased timers. Yeah, so 2-3 minutes, okay. This is just the 66. We don't have much here. This was just like when I first came to this map, I picked the small island as a launching spot, and it's like right here. So I just made a basic cabin. It's nothing fancy, because I think I'm gonna find a better place, like maybe up in the White Cliffs or something. That was nuts, though. I've heard these things, these Deinosuchus are like super squishy. Like they don't last long in a fight. This one over here? This one wasn't that great. It was like a 120. Reptar. Craptor. Okay, Syntac. If I can just dump them all in over here. Let's see. Yeah, good. Yeah, I know Syntac. Well, I don't know Syntac. I watch his videos. He doesn't Twitch stream, but his videos are really good. I used to take my Twitch streams and edit them down into like YouTube size videos, like half hour, but it's just taking all of my free time. They're just like mine. Oh, that's flattering, I hope. So now I just take the Twitch stream and just put it on YouTube. I don't edit it. So they're really long, and I think too long for YouTube. People on YouTube tend to not like watching 2 hours or hour. Come on. Come on. Almost 8 seconds. 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Dang, there's one. And watch it burn to death. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, come on. Except... maybe don't stand next to the fire. There. You are 160 or 66. I wish you were 166. Behavior, disable wander. Well, probably not. You have to do pack thing. So, female 166. Stop following me and just hang out while these others finish cooking. This is the one we want. 174. What? You got a whole world to land and you land right here? Go away. Yeah, if I'm gonna keep it. I guess. My rates on here are pretty forgiving, so I don't have to be in such a rush. Okay, here we go. There's the other one and the other one. Okay. You're not getting away. Alright. Gang. This server isn't PvP. It is PvE. And the rest of my tribe has not been around lately. They haven't even been to the new map yet. Lazy tribe members. Over here so I can get a look at y'all. Okay, the 174 is... None of them have great colors. They're all kind of blah. But we'll see. There's some meat for you. What if I can get them to follow me up the stairs? That'd be good. Through the deep water, they're all drowned. Because this base is in such a weird spot. Yeah, they're swimming. They're just swimming, that's why they're so slow. Their follow distance they're the same size as a raptor, so it shouldn't be too bad. Because the way the game devs screwed up and the babies have the same hitbox as the adults. Come on. That one's gonna go totally under. Okay, you hang out here. Come on, don't get carried away. What are you, a freaking duck? Oh, you've still got wandering turned on. Bad, Dinosuchus. Probably you do too. Yep. And he doesn't care. He's like, I'm still swimming. This is not a good place to put babies. I really wasn't planning on raising anything here. We were gonna get. I wanted the rest of the tribe to arrive, and we would build a base somewhere cool. But they have not done that. I think they can make it. Let's see. Figured out. Great AI pathing. There you go. Ta-da! Dang. Hey Pumpkin, how you doing? Here are my first Dinosuchus ever. Okay, stop following. Well, let's have you follow. Let's get you spread out here a bit. Or don't. Well, these are just like the first eggs I grabbed. 66, meh. Not so good. But I was able to get a 174. So that's good. All right. Not the most colorful things, are they? Well, I was a little disappointed in the map because not because of the map itself, but because I was excited because I thought it was going to be this, oh, brand new world I haven't explored, so cool. And then I realized I had downloaded the map before when it was a mod and played it. So I already kind of knew the map, and I was like, oh, I've been here before. I forgot. But it wasn't completely finished. There was parts of it that weren't done. So far, if I had to complain about something, I would just say that it feels like the dino, the way they set up the distribution of where they all are is a little weird. I don't know. It feels like there's along the shores here. There's just like tons and tons and tons of peaceful dinos, and then as you get into the interior, it's more of the meaner things, and I don't know. And then there's baryonyx and sarcos in the water and it doesn't feel like the type of situation that, like in the island, those would be in like swampy areas, and there is no swamp, so they're just like in the lake. So I don't know. Feels weird, but I mean, at least they're here, I guess, instead of not here. So yeah. You are just kind of boring colored. So yeah, and I went over to the snow biome over there, and there's like so many Utranus. They're just like one after another after another after another. It's like, wow. No, no. I haven't been underneath yet. This is literally all I have. I spawned on the part that said small islands, which are right there, and then built this square box of a cabin. Um, it's nothing special. With the intention of that the rest of the tribe would show up soon, and we would then venture out using this raft and go find a good place to make a base. But so far, I haven't gotten the people in my tribe interested in playing. Yeah. No, it's special. I mean, it's cool. It's a 174, but it kind of just blah colors. Oh, the cabin, you mean? Cabin, nothing special. Yeah, it's a box. Box in a box. But yeah, I'm hoping I can convince them into like coming over and we can find a cool place to build. I know everyone is building on the White Cliffs, which makes me not want to build there, but we'll see. I think I think the boat is probably nicer. I love having the boat. I've got max amount of entities on it, though. I can't put anything else on it. But yeah. This Pelagornis flew into the cabin area and got stuck, so I took that as it wanted tamed. So this is the flyer I have right now. Kinda sucks, but Pelagornis are very slow. Like, that's as fast as it'll ever be. Every time I land here, I get attacked by sharks. Oh, by the way, there are so many alpha megalodons out there. Yeah, I mean, if I was to recommend a place to build, I would recommend building here for people starting out because there's nothing aggressive here at all. And there's so many resources. And if you like jump down here, there's oil everywhere. You can see it coming up in the water. I mean, this area does literally almost have everything. Right across there is a trench that has tons of metal in it. I mean, frankly, it is a great place to start out, but yeah, I think I've heard there's lots of caves. I saw one and I was like, okay, I'm not ready to go there yet because I know it goes down into like aberration biome. So I didn't feel I was quite ready for that yet, but I would like to see what these could do. I was watching them today attacking a T-Rex in the wild. That was pretty crazy. They didn't win, but yeah, I mean, if you're going to start out and want a safe place just to get things figured out, this is the small island. That's the one to pick because they don't say, you know, in some of the maps it says like easy, super easy, or whatever. It doesn't say that. It just lists the locations, and small islands are the one that's at the top. That there's nothing dangerous here. The one thing I did do for this on our server, though, is I got sick of the stomping of the Brontos everywhere. They just like drive me nuts. And it's the same on Ragnarok. So I put in the server settings that if the game wants to spawn a Bronto, it spawns a Dodo instead. So I got rid of all the Brontos. But we have Arc Editions installed, which has that big giant Brachy, they're in here. And then we also have the archaeology mod that added the I don't know if you remember from the archaeology event. They had the skins that everyone was hoping were going to be real dinos. Well, they made a mod that actually made them real dinos, and that mod's in here. So that also has a brachy. So it's not like we don't have big sauropods in here. We do. But the Brontos just drive me bonkers. They're so annoying, stomping everywhere, and I don't know. So, got rid of them. And especially on our Ragnarok server, the island I have my main base on is prime Bronto's spawning area, so I just couldn't take it anymore. But these might take a while to grow up, I don't know. We have increased rates, but I don't think it's that much. 20%, yeah. I better check the meat. So they are on the trough right now. Oh yeah, we got plenty. They'll be fine. Alright. I was over in, no, I don't, because you either have to run those S Plus nannies with Element, or something unique. There's like soups or things you have to make to get them to work, and I didn't deal with any of that. But you're right. You're right, though. I should. Yeah, S Plus. The mod S Plus has a nanny that takes care of all the crap for you, so you don't have to deal with imprinting them and all that stuff. But okay, let me just check. I think it's probably about an hour for them to be imprinted. Yeah, 55. I kind of wanted to check out this area over here. See, I'm going as fast as I can. Was it just honey? That'd be really convenient if it actually is. Huh. If it's only honey, that's not bad. Because I know, like, the ones that do the gardening for you, and there's one that there's like a farmer that harvests all the vegetables, and there's a gardener too, I think, that adds fertilizer to all the plant plots, crop plots, and they take like soups and meat, and I didn't want to deal with that, but I haven't really looked into what the nanny actually takes. I guess I don't use S Plus to its fullest. Oh yeah, so these are the brackies from the archaeology mod. So this isn't the ones from the Arc Editions. The one from Arc Editions are really cool. But what's nice about them is they aren't so like crazy dispersed as Brontos. You guys are like tangled. Ooh, and I am running out of stamina. Welcome to Pelagornis. Ah, they're still stuck. I don't know what's in this water. Hopefully nothing. If you follow me on Instagram, it's CurseTheDawn over there. I posted a picture. There was an alpha shark right outside of the cabin. It came up and died because it got too high out of the water. But I was thinking of maybe start doing a platform base on some trees. We did that back when we had the island. And it was really, we had an island server. It was really cool having the platform. wondering, is there Thylas in here? I'll bet there is. Probably need to keep an eye out. Yeah, this is just like the Redwood area. Cool. See if I look at the map here. This is what I've uncovered so far, and the outer ridge, you can see there's like a path going all the way around the map that looks uncovered. That wasn't from this playthrough, which was really weird. I logged into the map for the first time, and I open it up, and it shows that I've been there, and it was because of the mod. Back when this map was a mod, I had played it, and it uncovered and it like remembered, oh, you already know all this. Like, no, I don't. But this is kind of a neat area, isn't it? Yeah, I feel bad for the people that play on console because they don't get all the cool mods. I don't know if I'd be able to play this game without S+. Yeah, there's more of the brackies. I thought they were really cool and powerful until I saw the ones from the archaeology mod, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much cooler. Or excuse me, the Arc Editions mod. And I've heard the guy, so one of the dinos on the Arc Editions mod is a Deinosuchus that is supposed to be like the Deinosuchus here that they just added. But he has decided to... Yeah, I don't ever tame the big sauropods, they're too slow. He has decided to redo them and rename them because of this. Because Wildcard released their own version of it, he decided to like redo the whole thing and name it something else. Make it nocturnal or... Yeah, I know. You guys have to wait so long, and yeah, they said July. Yeah, here there's already Utyrannus. Not gaining my stam back enough. Whoa, Alpha Carno. An Alpha Carno buffed by a Utyrannus. That's bad news. Level 30, he's not that strong. I don't have a good mount right now to do that. $120 Carno. Where's the UD? Don't get too close. I'm absolutely positive Pelagornis gets feared by Utyrannus. There it is, right there. And it runs behind a tree. Instant 18. I still need to get a really good Utyrannus. I have one back in Ragnarok, but it's not the best. Ooh, what's this? What is this? Whoa! Pre-made base. What? Wow. Yeah, thanks, I like Red Hand. But not the greatest level, it's the only bummer. You know, these ruins that they make, are always so tempting to build on. You're like, oh, I'm totally going to build here. But you can't even place anything on the floor. It doesn't consider it a floor. So you have to like put foundations under the floor to make it think that it's a floor. It's a real pain in the butt, actually. I don't think you can get... No. I thought maybe it would be like a cool entrance to something, but nope. Yeah. That's wow, Pumpkin, you really know what's going on. Yeah, Cat took the ruins in Ragnarok in the desert and really turned them into something cool. She was able to work. Now, admittedly, she said it was the biggest pain ever, but she was able to turn him into a really cool base. And yeah. Yeah, this spot is pretty cool. And it's not hostile. I was expecting, you know, like things, bad things being here, like in, I don't know if you're familiar with the... No? Okay. The castle in Ragnarok is over there in the Viking Bay area. And you go near it and you're just instantly, spiders and bats are like all over you. I was kind of scared that this might be the same, but... No, this is just like a... Just like, here's an awesome base. You know, on PvP servers, this place will be fought over constantly. Wow, it's got its own pond. Nice. It's got its own Carnos. Oh, that bear's gonna kick its butt. Let's put bets. Ooh, the bear lost. Yeah, Kat and I went to that castle in Ragnarok that has all the bats and spiders. And we took our wyverns, and we went in there and just roasted everything. And it took a while to kill everything in there. And then we set up foundations everywhere so that it wouldn't spawn more, which worked. So you go into the castle, you kill everything, you place foundations down, and then the spider and bats won't respawn. And then we just kind of were like, we're going to build something cool here, and never did. So it's still sitting there without anything in it but foundations. Because we each had our own awesome base, and we're like, why do we need another one, really? Oh, good move. Very impressive. As soon as I come out of this, I'm killing you. I swear. Good enough. There. Oh, I'm so glad it was a Microraptor, not a Thyla. I love it. This flyer isn't fast enough to get away from a Microraptor. I keep not thinking about Thylas. I need to keep my... I don't know if they're... I haven't seen any in the trees, but they are, usually. That would be death. They would kill the Pelagornis, it would kill me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Microraptors, but the Pegos are almost worse. Because they steal your stuff. And when you have this mod that we have in here, which is dino storage, so it's like a cryopod, except it doesn't take element to run it. because element is a pain to get. So you can have those on your hotbar. So you have let's say you have, I didn't notice I was shirtless. So let's say you have your cryopod or your dino storage little ball on your hotbar with a dino in it. A pego can come up and grab that and run off with it. So you could have your best dino and it gets snagged by a pego, and then you can't find the pego and you just lost it. And that can happen with cryopods too. I saw it happen to, I think it was Syntac. He had a pego grab one of his cryopods with a dino in it. He got it back, but I was like, oh my god, I didn't even think of that. Uh-oh. I think we're okay. Hey, and there's your buddies. Ha ha ha. Let's put in a stamina. Oh, we have another. Wow. I'd kill some more bugs if I knew it would give them some XP. God, it just doesn't gain any either. Okay. Now I need to figure out the way back. Oh, there you go. There's from the Arc Editions mod. Doesn't seem very graceful, but it's cool looking. Yeah, these are awesome. Yeah, the AT harness. I think don't they just destroy your food and supply? They don't like eat items, do they? Wow, he looks really awkward. But the new Dinosuchus, I don't know. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't think it has anything to do with them being close to a tree. I think it just happens when they do a chew animation and they have leaves drop. The new Dinosuchus, I don't know how they are when you approach them. I assume it's not good. Because right now, the regular raptors, you know, you see a regular raptor and you're kind of like, okay, crap, they're going to pounce on me and knock me off my mountain. They're kind of a pain. And I'll bet the new Dinosuchus are kind of a pain too. Come on, get your stamina back. Where are we? Oh crap, I got a long ways to go. Whoops. Didn't really mean to wander over here. I am so gonna get nabbed by a Thyla. But yeah, I think these trees can support platform bases. But then I thought that in Aberration too, and it turns out they don't. You have a big giant redwood tree, but it won't hold anything. And same in Extinction, same thing. You go down to the sunken forest, big giant redwood trees, but you can't put a platform on them, which doesn't make sense. God, I did pick the slowest thing. I think the moths are slower than Pelagornis, but not probably by much. I was actually looking for a pterodactyl, or a pterodon, and this thing flew into the base and got stuck on the cabin. So I was like, okay, I'll just tame this. There are some pretty cool Argies. Okay, want to be here without stamina. Let's see. There were some pretty cool Argies over in the White Cliffs area. They're high level too. Ha! You saw someone? Like a person, someone? There is one person. I'm on a private PvE server, yeah, but there is Caddy who hasn't been here yet. I gave her the address and I said you can come over whenever you want. So she could show up and start doing stuff, but I wouldn't expect it because she's in Australia. So, and I don't think this is. I think this is nighttime there. I don't know. What? An aloe? Oh, you mean that glowing? Yeah, I think pumpkin's from UK too. Yep. That glowing I think is a Alpha Carno. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Dipple's mad at me. Oh, guys, calm down. I'm a bigger mess than both of you. I'm living in Canada, but I'm an American, so. Okay. I'm running out of stamina and a bad place to run out of stamina. Ha! Oh. Yep, it's all part of the cluster. I didn't want to... so the thought was, if it's got Aberration in it, I'm just going to replace it, Aberration with this map. But it turns out it doesn't have everything. It doesn't have rock drakes and some of the other... I can't remember what the... I don't know if it has basilisks or stuff down there. So I'm like, you know, for right now, I'm just going to leave Aberration where it is. And it'd probably be easier to get as many of the Aberration creatures from here as I can to take them to Ragnarok, because that's kind of what the goal of that place was. So if once I've tapped Aberration, it's still going to become Crystal Isles. I'm going to turn off Aberration, I'm going to put in Crystal Isles. Frankly, I thought the map they were going to announce was going to be Crystal Isles. I thought that was the next one to be released, but apparently not. It's going to be this one. So, so the plan for this then is to Just farm it for as much. I'm gonna, you know, make a cool base somewhere and then farm it for as many aberration creatures as I can because I don't really want to get them in aberration. I don't like that map very much. But yeah, it's part of the cluster servers right now. Yeah, I really thought Crystal Isles was going to be before Valguero, whatever the heck it's. Where are these guys at? "30 minutes. Gulliver. You know when they do this stuff, when you think they're doing something stupid, I mean, it's really your fault because you didn't tell them to stop following. But you want to blame them. Stupid bird. Yeah, I have Crystal Isles that we were using before saved, and I'm hoping, so I've got a backup of it. I hope I can just upload it and just pick up where we left off without the crashing. I think that might be a bit ambitious. I don't know if... Yeah, I wanted to get a Crystal Wyvern, Crystal Griffin, and I did get a Crystal Wyvern, and then the first one I got, I thought, I'm bringing it back to Ragnarok, and I wasn't thinking that you can't. And so it was trapped in the obelisk forever. And that was the end of that. You can't get it out. You can't get it through the obelisk. You can't take it back out of the obelisk. It's just gone. So that was bad. Yeah, Hibiscus, she still should be there. She was the tropical kind, I believe. Oops. Repair. Okay. Got my armor back. So 30 minutes before they tell me they want something I probably don't have. Hopefully it's just a cuddle. Turn this off. Can't see anything. There. They kind of look like porcupines, don't they? They got like quills like porcupines. No, it was just cool looking. It was a high level. I think it was 174 or 180 or something, because that's our max level. But they're so easy to tame over there because they don't attack you. You just kind of like passive tame them. You know, the 174... Oh, that one's actually pretty cool. I was going to say the 174 is probably the coolest one, but this one's pretty cool. It's just 66. You know, the Arc Editions mod... Oh, sorry. The Arc Editions mod has the Deinosuchus on it, and I haven't seen one around here. I don't know if he... Because I saw he did an update. I don't know if he temporarily removed it from the collection or what. But I've got one tame... Got some tame back at Ragnarok, so... Yeah, it's kind of... I mean, I don't mind the colors. It kind of looks like a... I don't know what... Like, I don't know if you ever seen those fabrics, those old paisley fabrics. It kind of looks like that. Huh. Wildcard likes to make that wagging tail. I don't think they ever really probably wagged their tail. But yeah, like a pheasant. Got a spot of red. Adolescent. Let me just double check the meat. They're chomping it down pretty fast. No, we got plenty. We're good. Maybe they can have some more. They're eating all the fish, though. Have you ever noticed this? Um, so you go down to your trough, and it's full of meat, like just regular red meat, and nothing's eating anything around, and you can watch the numbers, and none of them are moving, so everything's full. They don't need food. And then you put fish in, and everything that eats meat starts eating. It doesn't make sense, but it happens every time. You drop the fish in, and they all start eating, even though nothing is hungry. And I know that fish gets bumped to the top of the list. Once the fish is gone, they start eating the other stuff, but it just something I always noticed and thought was kind of weird. It's like, aren't you all full? And then they give you fish and you're not full. Old British pubs. I don't know that reference, unfortunately. I haven't been off the continent of North America. Yeah. Fish is like number one. And I know that I believe Syntac used to only feed fish, or probably still does, because there are some dinos that exclusively eat it, so why not just only get that? Because it feeds everything. But the problem is I think it does decay faster, I think. But oh, okay. Okay, well. Here's old school raptor. Come on, let me in. Why can't I get in your inventory? Oh. Really? What's going on? Can I ride? No. I think I just crashed. I think we just had a crash. Yesterday it did this, like a huge lag, and then came back, but nope, I think we had a crash, everyone. Okay, well, I have been streaming about an hour and 40, hour and 4 minutes. So I guess I'll call it, and I'll probably pop back on later tonight, but hopefully they'll be all happy and imprinted by then. Yep, we crashed. Okay. I'm sure it's my local game and not the server, so I'm sure everything's fine. All right, thanks everyone for joining me today. It's great to see a lot of people on. And so this evening, if I stream again, when I stream again, I'll probably have some tamed Deinosuchus to ride around on. So that'll be cool. So thanks for thanks for bye, Dad. Great. Um, no, it shouldn't mess up the progress. I think it just locally dumped me. I don't think it's the server. because we use G Portal, which is supposed to be so good. And if they'd sponsored me, I would say that. If I could have free servers, that'd be awesome. Right now, my cluster costs me almost $200 every 6 months. So it'd be nice if they would host me for free. Okay. So thanks everyone. It was great to see you. And hopefully, I know when I get on it in the evenings, it's kind of late for you guys in UK, but hopefully I'll see you again later. All right. Till next time. Bye bye.